cumulus mass remains attached to the follicle and it cannot be pulled free without rupturing it. The egg is a round whitish object in the center of the strand. Once again, the removal of this ovulated cumulus is effected by the action of the ciliated cells of the fimbria. Now let us study the mechanism of egg transport from the surface of the ovary into the oviduct. This is a low-power view of the oviduct and its mesenteries as seen in a rabbit. The oviduct is supported by a dorsal mesentery, the mesosalpinx. Another transparent membrane spans the opposite border and is called the mesotubarium superius. As we look through this membrane, we see the irregular fluted edges of the fimbria of the oviduct. Since the mesotubarium superius is attached to the fimbria itself, its contractions causes the fimbria to sweep backwards and forwards over the ovary. Contractions of the mesentery supporting the ovary causes it to be moved in several directions. We are looking at the surface of the fimbria that is in intimate contact with the ovary. Observe the complexity of its various folds and fringes. We have placed a freshly ovulated egg, still enclosed in its sticky cumulus, on the surface. The living egg and cumulus were stained supravitally with methylene blue for contrast purposes. The cumulus mass is being moved toward the ostium of the oviduct by the sweep of the cilia. Irrespective as to where the ovulated eggs come in contact with the fimbria, the beat of the cilia is programmed to transport the egg mass towards the ostium. When the egg and cumulus enters the narrow ostium, its movement is slowed momentarily. It then passes into the oviduct and the folds guarding the ostium close over it. We will demonstrate the importance of the cilia in transporting the cumulus masses into the oviduct. If we attempt to remove the sticky cumulus from the fimbria with fine forceps, we see that it is firmly anchored. Here we see a number of supravitally stained rabbit eggs which have been freed of their cumulus and placed on the folds of the fimbria. Observe that they are not transported readily and remain more or less in their original position. Careful observations show that they are being rotated by the action of the cilia upon which they rest. If spheres of stained glass simulating eggs are brought to the fimbrial surfaces in a similar manner, their rotatory behavior is more readily appreciated. If a freshly ovulated egg still in its cumulus is placed on the same surface, the importance of the presence of the cumulus and its sticky matrix in efficiently transporting ovulated eggs is emphasized.